can see, I'm in a different space today, and this may be a little bit of a preview to, there we go. Here we are. So this is a little bit of a preview, I guess, for, that's kind of, let's see if we can get this so we're in a little, there we go, that might be better. This is a preview of what it may be like when we return to back into the world. I'm in my office and trying to do it so that I come into my office a couple days a week. And so this is an opportunity for us to kind of check this out at this point, to see if, just trying to make it so that this works right. So just have a different, everything, the setup's a little different, so, but hopefully it will be okay for us. And welcome to our Wednesday. I love Wednesdays to do the meditation because of the end when we say, may I feel luminous and may I feel loved. It's something that I really love, this concept of bringing love and light into our lives. And the problem is with this space is I'm gonna have to make sure my internet connection works, because I do have an issue with it back here. So we're checking it out today, and hopefully we'll be okay as we meditate together. I think during the time I'm not talking, it doesn't matter if it freezes, but I know it can be frustrating to freeze. So okay, there we go. All right, we are in the week of Yesod still. A week where we think about our bonding, we think about foundation, and today it is Tiferet Shebe Yesod. Tiferet we've been looking at in terms of balance, and another way to look at it is compassion. And let's start with that. That whenever we try to bond with something, it has to come from a place of compassion. Right? Tiferet is the third of the Sfirot. And there are many who think of compassion or Tiferet as the kind of combination of chesed, loving kindness, and gvura, discipline or strength. And that loving kindness with strength, loving kindness and discipline, all of that comes down to this idea of balancing those two parts of us, the strength part and the loving kindness part, right? The judgment with love. And so one of the ways to look is through this idea of compassion, and compassion within bonding. And it is true, right? Anybody that you have a deep relationship with, that you've bonded with, it has to be filled with compassion. Because if you want to bond with someone, you have to give of yourself to that person, and that person gives to you. And it's that kind of relationship that goes back and forth. And that's a compassionate relationship. When our heart is drawn to bond with something. And so I think we start with that. We start with our bonding relationships and how they join together through compassion, through love, through strength, through discipline. That all comes together to give us this compassionate bonding that we have with other things in the world. So let us start there with the idea of compassionate bonding. But it can also be so many other things, right? And if we look at this idea of foundation, I was reading actually in one of the Hasidic contexts that there was this concept that we only need what we need. That in order to set up a compassionate, or I think this one is more about a balanced foundation in our lives, everything kind of has to be in its place. And there was this interesting description of what we need to do when we find work. The description was, okay, discover how much money you need to make to live. And then find a job that makes you exactly that amount of money. Not more, not less. And in that way, your job just becomes a kind of mode of survival. And it isn't the thing that it's trying to protect us from being overworked or being underpaid. And the idea here is that that's how you find balance in the foundation of your life. It's not all about work. It's not all about play. It's not all about your family. It's not all about your relationship with your spouse or significant other. That it's a balance between all of these things, and that the foundation of our life isn't just made up of one thing. It's made up of many. And I think that the idea that they're trying to get across to us by saying only find a job that pays you exactly what you need is that your job doesn't rule your life. It's there for a purpose. It's there for you to spend all the time with the people that you love. And if your job takes up, 120 hours a week, and you don't have time for your family, or you don't have time for any friends, you're not going to have any friends, and you're going to lose your family. So that the balance within the foundation of our lives is taking those major portions of our life that have to do with the work that we do, the family we have, the friends that we spend our time with. And those things have to be within balance, or we don't have a strong foundation by which we can live. And I do think that is I can see that that it's freezing. I'm very sorry about that. I can see right here that there might be some freezing going on. I apologize ahead of time. Yeah, it's saying it's having a problem. I'm really sorry about that. Hopefully you can catch the gist of what I'm talking about. So, today really is about compassion in our bonding, balance in our foundation. And if we take it one step further, and then we'll go quiet, the one step further is all of those things that are part of our foundation, we do bond to those things, right? We bond to our family. We need to have compassion there. We bond with our friends. We need compassion with them. We bond with our work. We need to still bring the compassion into our work. And that idea of compassion, tiferet, in everything that we do can help us lead to a more fulfilled life. So let's move ourselves to another thing that helps to fulfill us. And that's the idea of going quiet, being still, finding peace and stillness. I have another bell here at work, so we'll start with that, and then let's just breathe. Let's get in touch with our breath, get in touch with our bodies. Let's feel what's happening inside of us, and find some place of stillness within that, and see if we can kind of rejuvenate ourselves so that we can go back out into the world at 6 o'clock and bring our compassion to our bonding, and bring balance to our foundation. Just breathing regular. We're not trying to, control our breath in any way. If you feel like you need to take a bigger breath, please do so. And here we go. Just trying to allow things to be as they are for now. As you're breathing, there may be thoughts that come into your head and take you away from your breath. With loving kindness, just bring yourself back. into our last 5 minutes or so. We ask for certain feelings. We're on Wednesday, second day of the priestly benediction. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I shine. May I be filled with light. May I glow. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. In some ways, may I feel loved is almost up to other people, but I think that this is a recognition that we are loved. But we need to feel that as well as know that. Feeling loved. It's a wonderful feeling. So we ask, may I feel loved? May I feel luminous? And with each breath, offer yourself one or both of these. May I feel luminous? May I feel loved? And really take those two ideas inside of you. Feel luminous. May I feel loved. To invite someone to be with you, put them in your mind's eye in front of you, and you can offer these feelings to them. May you feel luminous. May you feel loved. May you feel loved. Let's bring it back to ourselves. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. Just keep saying it to yourself over and over with each breath. We'll stay there for several breaths. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. We'll finish up by going back into our breath. Feel your body. Feel your breath expanding and contracting in your stomach or your lungs. How does it feel for you to be filled up with air? So glad you could join me today. I hope that you were able to find some stillness and peace. May you feel luminous and may you feel loved. And may you continue to explore beauty, compassion, balance inside of bonding and your foundation. Have a beautiful evening.